Hey, welcome back. I got a quick project video here. I'm going to be taking these grain bags from my friend's brewery and turning them into a simple tote bag. So we're going to start out with our grain bags. They're a polyester kind of weaved material. You're going to need a knife, scissors, a lighter, and a sewing machine, of course. You can do it by hand, but that's not going to be fun. So we're going to take our knife and cut the bag in half to begin with. We're going to have two pieces here. The inside has a plastic liner that you want to just rip out. You don't really want this in your bag. Now we're going to turn the bag inside out so we can do a simple stitch along the bottom edge. Nothing revolutionary here, it's just a simple extra wide stitch to kind of seal those fibers in. You'll see after we're done sewing that they kind of split apart, which is why we have the lighter to kind of burn those edges to keep them fraying more. So once you sew it, just trim off that excess along the bottom, and you can see here how it's fraying. So you can just take a lighter and seal those edges up. It's not super necessary, but it just keeps it a little bit cleaner. Now once we have that done, we're just turning it back right side out and using our finger to poke the edges out, make them nice and square. And there's the bag. So just sew up as many as you got, but you do want to keep some extra bag material to make the handles out of. There you can see I used that is the bottom of the bag, the other ones were the top of the bag. So we're going to cut a 2.5-inch strip here and then cut that in half so we have a very long strip that we're going to fold in half and clip together with these craft clips. You could also pin them, and this will make it easier for you to sew because the material kind of comes apart as you're working with it. So once we have that folded in half and all clipped up, we're going to take it back to the sewing machine and do another extra wide stitch to kind of lock those fibers in. So you can see there, setting the wider stitch on my sewing machine. We're just going to stitch this long strap piece, which once we have that done, we're going to fold it and then cut it in half. Before we do that, we're going to trim off the extra fray that's on there. If you get really close to the stitch line, you don't need to burn the edges, but just as a little extra measure in certain spots, I did do that to keep it from fraying, but the double stitch should hold it in. So we're just cutting it in half now, and there's me sealing those edges. This isn't necessary because that part's going to be sewn on the bag anyways. So just place your handles on the bag where you think they work well. I'm just clipping them on there, and then we're going to take that over to the sewing machine and do an extra strong stitch here. Stitching an X and then a box around the entire thing to give it a lot of strength. I think the material of the bag is going to break before anything else. So that's that. These are pretty quick to make, and I hope you learned something. I hope you got some ideas, and please consider subscribing, like and share this video if you liked it, and we'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.